Hey, this is Von Diesel, and today I'm bringing you a quick video just to talk about the Division 2 and title update 4, gear diversity, build diversity, all that fun stuff, and to just give my perspective on some things. So what I want to make super clear at the very beginning here is I am not a good build person, not a connoisseur. It's not my thing. What I am pretty good at are finding builds that I enjoy playing with. What I will not say is that any of them are meta. I won't say you should go out there and build them yourself, but to maybe look at, this is the way I have fun in the game. And I see a lot of people saying that they, feel like they have one build, there's no build diversity, they can only use an AR with damage to elites or something like that. So I'm going to show a few of the builds I have. I am more than happy to take suggestions down in the comments. I would be happy to take some advice, but I'll kind of jump into it. So the one thing I see is people saying that skill builds are useless in this game. I want to push back a bit. Now, what I recognize is one, this is probably going to change a lot with Title Update 5. I hope that this build gets better off of that, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. PTS starts tomorrow. I'm recording this on Sunday. What I will say is that while this may not be a build I would take into PvP or anything like that, I definitely have fun with this in missions, challenging and up. Obviously, it may still not be as powerful. Title Update 5, the whole point of that is to make skills as useful as shooting, almost, and we probably aren't there. But with this build, what I'm enjoying a lot about it, as you can see, I have the SIG 716 that has the talent I really care about here is in rhythm. And what it does is when it's equipped, the enemy kills have a 5% chance to refresh active skill cooldowns, and that can occur every 60 seconds. So there is one of the first basis of this build. The second one is on this Alps Summit backpack, and it has the skilled talent. Skill kills have a 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns. And then between those two, the whole idea is that there is a small but decent chance that when I throw my Seeker Mine, or when I'm shooting and killing enemies, that I'm going to get instant resets. Now, most of the time I have my turret up. I haven't really messed with the other skills yet. I want to try the Firefly with this build, but I basically always have this turret up. But these Seeker Mines, I can throw them a lot during engagements and missions and such. Now, the problem is here. So there's people who have the low skill, the skill cooldown builds and stuff like that. Those are dependent on having a really good build. This here is basically dependent on having two talents, one on gear and one on a gun. And the whole idea is, the problem with this build is that it's RNG based. I don't mind it because I'm not trying to go in, I'm not trying to say this is a meta build or anything like that. On top of that, I've got some knee pads with calculated on it that knock down the cooldowns. I've got some of these skill duration. These are mostly just for my turret, so it stays up and keeps killing stuff. And then I do have one piece. It's because of the damage to elites for shooting. It helps out. I have fun with this. I'm not going to promise that this should be the ultimate build. If someone has suggestions on it, feel free to hit me up with it. But what I've also found is that if I go in here, so this PvE build is probably my, quote unquote best one, because I have a ton of damage to elites. I feel like in this one, the Unstoppable Force works really well. I've got a good amount of armor to help boost that up. I don't actually love these gloves. I don't feel like the 5% weapon damage is worth it, but it's the only gloves I have that have AR damage on them. So I keep using them. I hate this backpack. It's borderline useless because the damage to elites is good, but efficient I think is a bad talent, or at least I don't like it because I end up not really even using the kits too much. But like, this is my favorite build, and this is the one I think people are running a lot. And so I consider this my laziest build. I have this marksman build. Again, it's not the best build on earth. I just threw together what I had, but it's fun. You can go around, you hit headshots, and it's real satisfying. And then you get to throw out this Vector with its crazy rounds, per minute. It's not the best gun. I would be way better off with probably other guns, but it kind of comes down to me a difference between having the best builds and having fun with the builds that I'm playing with. And this is definitely in that fun category. I have a DMR build. I have to be honest, ever since Title Update 4, I haven't updated this yet, which you can probably tell. The SMG build I actually have a lot of fun with, even though I already found that it's better off with a AUG. It's just more consistent damage. But again, for me, it kind of comes down to fun, and that Vector is fun as hell. And my newest build, which I still need to do a lot of work on, is the new exotic pistol holster. And I'm actually running a tactical M1911 with Lucky Shot and Extra on it, just so it has a huge magazine and still does decent damage. The Disro special off the Demolitionist specialization does pretty well with it as well, but I don't know, I've tried all of these guns out with it, and this is the one I enjoy the most. I highly suggest making this build just for fun. I ran through a stream yesterday on Saturday where all I did is I cleared all of the control points with a viewer who to get the little charm here for controlling the board. It's if you control all the control points, you get that. I did it all with that pistol build, and it was a ton of fun. Again, I probably would have been better off running with this PvE build. I probably would have ran through the content even faster, but maybe I would have had as much fun, but I don't think I would have. And so I guess what I encourage people to do is to not worry about what some YouTuber says the best build is to go out there and look at some of this gear. Pull up some of this gear and decide like, oh, okay, this one has, 3-piece does marksman rifle damage. If you build that, it might not be the best build on earth, but you can probably have some fun with it. And you can tweak it. You can try to get a little bit better pieces. I know the big problem right now is the loot game, is people feel like they can't meaningfully, grind and try to get loot that actually helps them. I get it. I think they're addressing that with Title Update 5. At least they've said they are, and we'll have to see how that works out. But I really highly encourage people to not worry so much about making sure you have the best build you can possibly have, and then maybe make some stuff that you find to be fun. Make a shield build. I know the shields aren't great right now, but do it. Why not? Have a little fun with it. I guess that's the point I was getting at here. If you've seen these builds I put on here, throw me some suggestions if you have them. I am happy to hear them. If you completely disagree with me and you want to let me know that, I'm happy to hear it. But I really just be creative, and you make your own fun to a point in these games, especially as we wait for new content. So I just encourage you to do it. That said, if you liked the video, please like it, sub the channel, leave me a comment down below. You can find me on Twitter as Bondiesel, on Twitch as Bondiesel. I have a podcast for Division 2. It's the Echo Cast. It's literally everywhere, and that's what I have. So until next time.